Good day, everybody. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope 2019 will be a fantastic one for you. And stay tuned until the end of the video where I'll be announcing my Christmas giveaway. Now, in a previous video, we had looked at a Chinese clone of the ETA 2824 movement. I was interested to see how far the Chinese clone movements had come. And for many years, we have seen Chinese movements as pretty much bottom of the barrel, and for good reason. And quite often, they were installed into the cheapest of watches available or used in the underground counterfeit market. The question of how long they would actually last without breaking down was far more pertinent than the question of how good a timekeeper they could be. We have seen with the car industry and the IT industry that in many cases this problem does get solved by certain opportunist manufacturers making pattern parts. A common example of this is with Apple, who prefers that their customers only use their authorized service centers, often at very inflated prices and not always with the professionalism that you would expect for those prices, as YouTuber Lewis Rossman quite regularly points out. And the same is happening with the watch industry. The Swatch Group, who manufactures the gubbins which fit in many different Swiss watch brands such as Omega and Breitling, decided in 2015 that they would now restrict watch part distribution, pretty much crippling the independent watch repair industry, as watch parts on the grey market become more scarce and therefore more expensive. And whilst there is a drive by organisations such as the British Watch and Clockmakers Guild and the watch material supplier Cousins UK to resolve the issue through the courts, and we truly commend and thank those organisations and all that have contributed, things may not change for quite some time. But we do live in hope. And this brings us back to the clone parts situation. There are manufacturers in China who are churning out movements found in our favourite Swiss watch brands, such as the very common ETA 2892, the Valjoux 7750, and the ETA 2824. Free workhorse watch movements have been around for a very long time and can be found in a huge variety of watch brands. But with parts now being restricted by the Swatch Group for the official ETA modules, we are seeing pattern parts and indeed whole movements being manufactured not only in China but also in Switzerland by companies such as Sellita. In a previous video, we looked at this Chinese example of the 2824 module, and to sum it up, it was bad. Actually, very, very bad. Now, I followed this up following recommendations from viewers by purchasing a 2892 movement manufactured in China by Seagull. This was night and day better than the previous example, which I believe is dubbed the Shanghai clone. I have since been asked to review the Seagull 2824 clone and see how that performs. And I was also interested as well, so I decided to grab one, which is what you're looking at now. This is as it was when I received it, and so let's check the performance on a full wind, and then we're going to strip this down, we'll clean it, and we'll lubricate it, and we'll see how it performs then. Although the amplitude of the balance is a little lower than I would expect, the performance increase following the strip down, clean and relubrication is fairly respectable, although the time graph reading was not bad from the outset. We've managed to tighten up the positional deviation to just a few seconds per day. Overall, I'm impressed with the build quality, having stripped and assembled hundreds of ETA 2824s. I can say that the Seagull movement here is a very similar, if not exactly the same experience. Now all parts seem to fit nicely, and as expected, it would have been more convenient if it had an Inca-style shock system, but you can't have everything. Altogether, I'm pleased with this little movement, and I'll be putting it to some very good use in the future. Now, as many of you may be aware, I've written and produced a video-based watch repair course, which currently has 3 levels and is over 10 hours long. And for Christmas, I'm giving away 2 free enrollments to the first 3 levels of the course. And all you have to do is be a subscriber, like this video and comment below, and share it on social media, and you'll be in with a chance. Now, 2 winners will be announced on the 1st of January 2019. But for now, Merry Christmas, hope you have a great new year, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.